Saturday, January 19, 2013. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1983 Mercedes 240 Diesel. I've got a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to try to get some work done. As you can see, I have actually broken out my MIG welder here. This is a flux core wire-fed MIG, gasless. And since the bodywork on the Mercedes is basically going to be on the floor and underneath, it doesn't have to look all that pretty. But I'm also going to be using today my brand new welding helmet. I've never had a helmet before. The welder I have came with a face shield, so I'm looking forward to using it. I'm going to show you specifically what I plan to do. You can still see these pinholes here from the previous owner's riveted repairs. And basically I want to weld up as many of those as I can. So I'm going to get going on this now, and I'll show you what I have done at the end of the day. Okay, I've paused a moment here to evaluate the situation and determine how I'm going to move forward. I have started trying to weld. The welding helmet actually works great, but having problems with the welding itself. Now, you can see right here, I was actually able to successfully weld up one of the holes there in the floor, and I've got another one started here. Getting into a couple of problems here. First off, it's generating a lot of gas here, which doesn't smell all that good. I'm guessing it's probably reasonably noxious, and I'm not sure I have the proper ventilation to work here. Also, and much more importantly, every time I weld, I've got flames coming up. And I have to determine whether or not I even want to risk this. As you can remember, I spent months cleaning the car because there was oily residue all over the inside of the car and the underside of the car. And basically, I didn't want to set the whole car on fire. And even with, most to all of that gone, car is still wanting to possibly go up in flames. So haven't given up quite yet. I'm going to do a little more welding here. You can see I ground this weld down a bit, and this one went okay, but there's so many of these holes to weld up, and then there's all the repair panels to weld on. So I'm wondering whether or not I should even bother with welding. So okay, well, unfortunately, I do have to change my strategy. I tried welding up a little more, and I've had a little more success, but mostly I'm having, far too much noxious gas coming off this now. I'm going to continue forward, and I think right now, instead of welding, I'm going to clean up a whole bunch of this scale in here, and get to a little bit of grinding and cleaning now, and hopefully I'll show you some of this before I get to the rusting caps later. Okay, well, I was out here with the grinder and the wire brush, and I finally realized that this section here on the rear of the floor that I thought was really just simple surface rust actually was paper thin. So obviously I had to cut that out, but the metal around it really is solid, so something I can certainly patch. Also working on getting the undercoating off from underneath this bit right here. I'm going to continue on right now. I'm stopping here for today. It's already getting kind of cold, and right now I'm working underneath the car, and really would be much better if I could get it on ramps, and it's just too much trouble to do that now so close to the end of the day. So, and to get a little scientific for a moment, it seems that the areas of rust on these cars are mostly where the factory seams are welded. While the welded areas, the seams, didn't have any primer or any protection where metal met metal. So over 30 years, rust developed and spread, and things rust out. For now, I'm just going to concentrate on cleaning things up. So tomorrow I'm going to get back out here and get the car on ramps, get the rest of that undercoating off if I can, and clean things up with some degreaser and water. And if I can get things dry, I will start applying the rust encapsulator. And then next time I will start working on patch repairs. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and thanks for watching.